Hello, everyone, and welcome to this quick explainer. Okay, today we're going to break down the ultimate secret to avoiding food poisoning using this super simple, brilliant trick called Fat Tom. Seriously, if you've ever wondered how top chefs and food safety experts keep their kitchens perfectly safe, well, you are in exactly the right place, Law. Let's get into it. To keep all our beautiful, fresh ingredients totally safe, Fat Tom is basically our master diagnostic toolkit. It's this handy acronym that helps us figure out the exact 6 conditions that harmful bacteria need to, survive and multiply in our kitchens. And think about it, right? Once we know exactly what the enemy needs, we know exactly how to starve them out. Alamak, just look at this invisible threat. Remember, bacteria are living organisms. So if we accidentally give them the right, cozy environment, they don't just survive, okay? They can literally explode to dangerous, illness-causing levels in just 4 short hours. I mean, seeing that kind of multiplication from 0 minutes to 4 hours is honestly pretty terrifying, Kun. But hey, don't panic, because if we master these 6 levers, that's food, acidity, temperature, time, oxygen, and moisture, we completely eliminate the risk. We break the chain right then and there. So let's dive into the evidence and look at these levers one by one, shall we? Okay, we start with F, which stands for food. Bacteria absolutely love protein and carb-rich environments. I mean, just think of our beloved nasi lemak. The rich santan in the rice, the eggs, the anchovies. It is literally an all-you-can-eat buffet for pathogens. This is exactly why we must always prevent cross-contamination between raw meats and ready-to-eat dishes. Separate cutting boards are a must. Next up is A for acidity, and this is all about the pH balance. You see the tamarind in asam pedas? That pushes the dish straight into the green safe zone. It lowers the pH and basically just kills off the bacteria. But if you look at a comforting neutral dish like soup ayam, it sits perfectly in the red zone. That makes it a highly vulnerable breeding ground. Now, skipping over to O for oxygen, we're looking at a serious hidden danger here. You might think sealing food super tight is always safer, right? Nope. Actually, improperly sterilized home-sealed vacuum jars, like those ones we use for homemade samba, can create the absolute perfect oxygen-free zone for deadly anaerobic bacteria, like botulism, to thrive. So yeah, vacuum sealing is never enough on its own. And then there's M for moisture. Food scientists measure this as water activity, or AW. Basically, it's a scale that measures the free water inside the food, water that bacteria desperately need to drink to survive. If that number hits 0.85 or higher, pathogens are going to multiply rapidly. Fuyo! And this perfectly explains the science behind Eichenmassen. This is exactly why salted fish can sit out at room temperature for months. The heavy salting and sun-drying process literally extracts the moisture, bringing that water activity all the way down to 0.75. It just starves the bacteria completely. Now, while all 6 letters of Fat Tom matter deeply, the absolute golden rule of food safety really comes down to an 80-20 split. If you can only focus on 2 things in a super busy kitchen, it absolutely must be temperature and time. Mastering just these 2 will wipe out the vast majority of your safety risks. So let's look closely at T for temperature. Notice the red band on the thermometer? Foodborne pathogens basically throw a massive party in the danger zone, which is between 5 and 60 degrees Celsius. They double their numbers every 20 minutes. That's why we have to keep hot food hot and cold food cold, just to stay out of that red zone. And here is the harsh reality for us. Our beautiful tropical Malaysian climate sits right around 30 to 34 degrees. That is dead center in the danger zone, which means unheated tandoori food, or really any banquet food, spoils at hyperspeed. This makes chafing dishes and heat lamps absolutely mandatory holding tools. They are definitely not just fancy decorations. Compounding this whole temperature trap is our final T, which is for time. Just look at the ticking clock at a pasar malam. Let's say a high-risk item like a juicy meat-filled murtabak is cooked early at 4 p.m. and then displayed at room temp for over 4 hours. It crosses right into an extreme food poisoning risk. So how do we fix this? You must ruthlessly enforce the 2-hour/4-hour rule. It's really simple. 0 to 2 hours, safe to use or refrigerate. 2 to 4 hours, consume it immediately. But anything past 4 hours sitting out, throw it away. You really have to keep track of exactly how long your food sits out in that tropical heat. If a dish hits that red 4-hour mark, you just throw it away. no exceptions, and please, no sayang about wasting it. A really great operational fix here is to just cook in smaller batches, because every time you bring out a fresh batch, you effectively reset the clock. Okay, let's pull all this evidence together into the Master Diagnostic Matrix. Honestly, I highly recommend screenshotting this one. It is your ultimate quick reference guide to outsmarting pathogens in any kitchen scenario. It clearly shows the danger conditions right alongside the primary prevention methods. Super handy. And to make it even easier to implement, just memorize these 4 golden rules from our kitchen blueprint, and you will instantly upgrade your food safety standards. 1. Separate your raw and cooked. 2. Chill below 4 degrees. 3. Hold hot food above 60 degrees. And 4. After 4 hours, bin it. Gatsangjagan. Super simple. Because at the end of the day, great food is safe food. Every single beautiful dish you make deserves to be enjoyed without worry. So are you ready to master Fat Tom to protect your customers, preserve your amazing ingredients, and truly perfect your culinary craft? Take these principles into your kitchen today and stay safe out there, La.